Hello, fellow gamers! So you just finished Subnautica 2. You've crawled out of the ocean, stared at the credits, and thought, okay, I need more of this. So today, we're diving into underwater games you can play right now. From tiny indie hidden gems to genre-defining masterpieces. Some of these you've probably heard of. Here are the top 15 underwater games you should play next. Starting us off is one of the most visually striking games on this entire list. Silt is a black and white, hand-drawn puzzle game where you play as a diver descending into an ancient, monstrous underwater world. And I mean monstrous. The creatures in this game look like they were sketched by someone who really doesn't like sleeping. The core mechanic is wild. You can possess the sea creatures around you and use their abilities to solve puzzles. It's weird, it's eerie, it's gorgeous. The whole thing feels like a fever dream from the bottom of the ocean. It's short, you can finish it in 2 or 3 hours, but honestly, that runtime is a feature. It's tight, focused, and it never overstays its welcome. If you want something atmospheric and unlike anything else, Silt is absolutely worth your time. Okay, technically Rapture is under the ocean, not really in it, but let's not split hairs, because Bioshock Remastered earns its place on this list in every possible way. This is one of the greatest games ever made, full stop. You descend into a crumbling Art Deco city beneath the Atlantic, built by a man who thought he could escape the world, and everything went horrifically wrong. The storytelling is masterful, the atmosphere is suffocating in the best way, and the gameplay, mixing FPS combat with plasma powers, still holds up beautifully. If you've somehow never played it, the remastered version is the perfect entry point, and if you have played it before, it's worth revisiting. Rapture doesn't get any less haunting the second time. This one hits a bit differently. Under the Waves is a narrative diving game set in an alternate 1970s North Sea, and it's much more interested in your feelings than your survival stats. You play as Stan, a professional diver dealing with grief, doing solitary maintenance jobs deep below the surface. It's quiet, it's melancholy. The ocean here isn't hostile, it's lonely. You explore, you uncover an environmental mystery, and you slowly piece together what's going on with Stan. It won't be for everyone. There's not a ton of action, but if you've ever wanted a game that treats the underwater world as a space for reflection rather than just danger, Under the Waves does something genuinely special. Bring tissues. Just trust me on that one. Alright, we're lightening the mood significantly. Feed and Grow Fish is exactly what it sounds like, and that's exactly why it's brilliant. You start as a tiny fish, you eat smaller fish, you grow, you eat bigger fish, you grow more. That's it, and it is incredibly satisfying. There's a primal joy to going from a little clownfish to an absolute ocean monster that doesn't get old. It's still in early access, and has been for a while, but the updates have kept coming, and the player base loves it. It's goofy, it's chill, it's chaotic, and it's a perfect palate cleanser between heavier titles. Sometimes, you just want to be a fish eating other fish. Song of the Deep is a love letter to classic Metroidvanias, except instead of a dark castle, you're exploring a beautiful, mysterious underwater world in a handcrafted submarine. You play as Marin, a young girl who builds her own sub to search for her missing father, and right away, the heart of this game just gets you. The world is lush and imaginative, full of hidden paths, upgrades, and creatures that feel genuinely alive. It was made by Insomniac Games, yeah, the Spider-Man people, and you can feel that level of craft and polish throughout. It's not the longest game, but it's warm and charming, and the exploration feels incredibly rewarding. Great pick if you've got younger players in the house too. Seriously wholesome. We're going full asymmetric multiplayer chaos with depth. This game pits teams of divers against players controlling sharks, and it is relentlessly tense. The divers are trying to recover treasure from the ocean floor. The sharks are trying to eat them. It sounds simple, and in execution, it's electric. Playing as the shark is terrifying in how powerful you feel. Playing as a diver is terrifying in how powerless you feel. The game had a rocky few years, but found a dedicated community that's kept it alive. And if you can get a group together, the sessions are unforgettable. Nothing quite recreates the paranoia of swimming through dark water knowing something is hunting you. Depth nails that feeling completely. We Need to Go Deeper is a co-op roguelite where you and up to 3 friends man a rickety submarine diving into a procedurally generated, increasingly bizarre underground ocean. One person steers, one person fires the cannons, one person patches the hull while screaming. It's organized chaos, and it is hilarious in co-op. The art style leans into that 19th century adventure feel with a dark twist, and the deeper you go, the weirder and more dangerous things get. Each run is different, the biomes escalate brilliantly, and dying together somehow always feels like a victory. If you've got a crew who loved Lethal Company or Deep Rock Galactic, this is the next game on your list, no debate. If Subnautica gave you a love for the ocean, and you want something that leans into that without the survival stress, Beyond Blue is made for you. Developed in partnership with BBC Studios, it's essentially an interactive nature documentary. You play as a marine biologist on research dives, encountering real ocean creatures, blue whales, bioluminescent jellyfish, deep-sea oddities, with narration that's genuinely educational and beautiful. It's calm, it's meditative. The visuals are stunning. And the documentary segments featuring actual ocean scientists are legitimately fascinating. It's not a game that will challenge you mechanically, but it might be the most peaceful thing you play all year. Sometimes that's exactly what you need. This one is criminally underrated. Shinsekai Into the Depths is an atmospheric action exploration game from Capcom, where you play as the last human alive, diving through a frozen, abandoned underwater world. The way this game handles pressure and oxygen isn't just a mechanic. It shapes every decision you make. Managing your suit, exploring further, finding new gear, it all feeds into a loop that feels genuinely tense. The world is beautiful and desolate and lonely in a way that hits remarkably close to Subnautica. There's no dialogue, there's barely an interface. It just drops you in and trusts you to figure it out. If you want that pure exploration feeling, Shinsekai absolutely delivers it. This is the RPG where you play as a shark. From a baby shark pup seeking revenge against the hunter who wronged you, to an absolute apex predator of the ocean. Maneater is ridiculous and self-aware and completely committed to the bit. It's a power fantasy with fins, and it knows exactly what it is. The upgrade system, where you mutate your shark into increasingly absurd forms, is deeply satisfying. The world is fun to explore, and the Sci-Fi Channel narration throughout the whole game had me laughing constantly. It's not the deepest game on this list, but for sheer I am having an amazing time being a shark energy, nothing comes close. There's a moment in ABZU, and you'll know it when it happens, where the music swells, the ocean opens up around you, and you're surrounded by hundreds of creatures moving in perfect harmony, and you just stop and breathe. ABZU isn't really a game in the traditional sense. It's an experience, a meditation. From the art director of Journey, it takes everything that made that game transcendent and pours it into the ocean. There's no danger, no death, no inventory, just you and the sea and one of the most beautiful soundtracks ever composed. It'll take you about 2 hours. Those 2 hours will stay with you for years. Some games entertain you. ABZU does something rarer. It genuinely moves you. A Souls-like, about a hermit crab using trash as a shell. That's the pitch, and another crab's treasure absolutely runs with it. The combat is tight and satisfying in that From Software way. Dodge, parry, punish, but wrapped in a surprisingly sharp environmental commentary about pollution and late-stage capitalism. The humor is great, the writing is punchy, and underneath the jokes, there's a genuinely well-crafted action RPG with a world that's fascinating to explore. It also has some of the best accessibility options in any Souls-like, including an assist mode that removes the frustration without removing the joy. It's charming, it's challenging when you want it to be, and it proves that underwater Souls-like about a crab deserved to exist. We are lucky it does. Right, so SOMA is one of the most unsettling games ever made, and I mean that as the highest possible compliment. From Frictional Games, the people behind Amnesia, SOMA drops you into a deep-sea research facility in the future, and it immediately starts asking questions about consciousness, identity, and what it even means to be human. And then it refuses to let you look away from the answers. The horror here isn't jump scares, it's existential dread, the kind that lingers. The story is genuinely one of the best in gaming, full stop, and the underwater environments are oppressive and isolating in a way that pairs perfectly with the themes. Play it alone, play it at night, and be prepared to sit quietly afterwards, thinking about your own existence for a while. You've been warned. Okay, deep breath, because Loddlenaut might just be the most wholesome game on this entire list, and after SOMA, we need it. You're a solo astronaut cleaning up a polluted alien ocean on a distant planet. As you tidy up the water, you start befriending little creatures called Loddles, who follow you around, help you, and are just impossibly cute. It's cozy, it's relaxing, the music is gorgeous. The loop of cleaning, exploring, and watching the ocean come back to life is genuinely uplifting. Loddlenaut doesn't ask much of you. It just invites you to slow down, take care of something, and feel good about it. In a genre that often thrives on fear and tension, it does something rare. It makes the underwater world feel safe, warm, like home. Was there ever any doubt? Dave the Diver is the #1 recommendation coming off Subnautica 2, and honestly, coming off almost anything. This game has absolutely no right to be as good as it is. On the surface, it's a diving game where you catch fish for your sushi restaurant. In reality, it's an RPG, a management sim, a mystery, a comedy, and one of the most content-dense experiences in recent memory. The dual loop of diving in the morning and running the restaurant at night never gets old. The characters are unforgettable. The story goes to genuinely unexpected places, and the amount of content, the missions, the bosses, the side stories is staggering for an indie title. Dave the Diver is one of those rare games where every hour you play, you're grinning. It's joyful, and right now, that's exactly what the #1 spot deserves. That concludes our look at 15 exceptional ways to return to the deep. Let me know in the comments which of these you'll be diving into next, or if there's a hidden gem I missed. Hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.